Previously on Earl's Kitchen. Get in there!
Yes, Chef.
Fuck off!
Yes, Chef.
No, not the utensil. I meant fuck off!
Certainly, Chef.
Wake up!
Yes, Chef.
Wake up!
Okay, Chef.
A baby could finish this order, you lazy clamhead!
I am baby, Chef.
Fuck off! Are you brain dead? Yes, Chef. Look me in my fucking eyes when I'm talking to you! Fuck off! You! Come here!
Yes, Chef.
What is that?
A fish.
What is that?
Fish, Chef.
That is a fucking nightmare, you idiot! Raw! This is all raw! Look at this!
Yes, Chef.
What the fuck is this?
Juice, Chef.
Juice! This is juice! A fucking nightmare! Are you fucking blind? Where we last left off, Chip and Gil had a confrontation with Oliver's mother, who, in both a moment of strength and weakness, reprimanded your decisions and gave you insight into her past and how it shaped her present emotions. Then, the night came to an end, and a nightmare began. What started out as a normal day for you all quickly shifted into horror, as an attempt to raid a supposed thieves' guild left both Chip and Jay dead at the hands of Price, who had been disguised as the town's local gang leader. Now, the three of you, captains of the Riptide Pirates, awake to Gillian's panic from his torturous slumber that clearly has him questioning what is real. And so, the journey continues. We pick back up as Jay clearly notices that Gil had been repeatedly clocking the door. And Gillian, you sit in this small pool staring at the vacant outdoors, wondering if you hallucinated the knocks. Jay stares at you blankly, Chip at your side, and the festering wound seized as the black ink that gushes from it drips down your stomach and onto the water's surface. The droplets, like water and oil, float at the top. As Gillian, you can react however you may, but the fact is you are in a disorienting amount of pain. Your body, ever since that attempted short rest, feels like it has been thirsting for rest and recovery, yet every ounce of sleep you try to get adds to the dehydration.
Yeah.
The progression of this curse is killing you slowly. The rest of you just witnessed him stab himself after tossing Jay out of the water, shouting unbelievable, obscene statements.
There's got to be like a church around here or something, right, Jay?
Maybe, but I don't know if they'd have what Liquidus had.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We can't just sit here.
1 second. Jay's gonna walk upstairs and
Wait, where are you going?
knock on Enza's door.
Okay, so you walk up the steps, you into that hallway that leads to that disconnected or attached tower to the chamber. You walk in, you notice she's already sort of working behind that closed door on this machine that was, sort of destroyed in a way.
Enza?
Yeah, come in.
Hey.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff to talk to you guys about, but I just, couldn't resist getting right back to work. You know how it is.
Yeah, so any chance that this will be ready soon, like tonight maybe?
No, it's probably gonna take me a bit, since it took me a bit already to even get it that far.
Shit.
What's the look on your face for, huh? What's going on?
No worries about it, Enzo. Rise and grind! You see, I'm like climbing the stairs and just like fucking bleeding out onto all of them.
Yo, please, come on.
Do you guys follow Jay up there? Holy shit, Enza says.
I'd be trying to pull him down and get him to stop this.
He's a little bit cursed. And it's progressed to a point that we can't ignore it any longer.
Uh-huh.
Unless we do, I think I got a couple more days in me. You don't have to worry about it.
Gillian, no.
Chip, stop yanking on me. You died.
Just stop. Breathe.
Oh yeah. Whew.
God, is the wound still like oozing?
It's like someone tossed black paint on him.
I'd be like trying to hold my hand over it. I'll like go up to him and kind of hold him down and try and press on it to stop. God, just
Yeah, it burns as you touch it.
And so you've lived here for a while, right? Is there anybody in town who might know?
I mean, we just barely got alive out of a battle with the government. I mean,
Yeah. No, that's fair.
there's never been a temple here.
Shit.
I've read things in books about curses. I mean, but I don't have the kind of power to help myself.
What about you, Ensign? Do you need anything?
Do you know any like strong magic users even?
Around here now, no.
Anywhere. You can teleport, right? Let's do that.
Look, dude, I've been here my whole fucking life. I don't know. I was building a way to get off the island too. But this is straight out of a horror book for sure.
I'm gonna go ask around town. Maybe somebody knows something, anything.
Okay, how long are you gonna be gone? I don't want Ollie to see this. Can you bring him with you?
I don't want to cause like an uproar in town, but
You talking about that kid and his mother that's sleeping in one of the rooms?
yeah.
Yeah, that's Ollie.
Last time I checked, they're still out. If you keep it down, they'll stay that way.
I won't be long. I'm gonna ask. I know people I think would know something.
Look, just hurry, okay?
All right, Jay, do you want me to come with you?
No, you
Okay,
rest.
don't go into any suspicious trap. Here, why don't I come with you? I'll just make sure you don't go down there.
Just come back over to the pool, okay?
Okay, all right.
And Jay's gonna like sprint off to the town, I guess.
Sure, you're asking around town for information. What specifically you're trying to glean, and I think it's just going to be an investigation.
Powerful magic users, like if anybody knows anybody, or like if there's anybody in town who knows anything about curses, stuff like that. I know Enzo said that it's unlikely, but like, you know, she seems kind of like a little bit of an outcast regarding this whole Zero place. So I'll roll investigation, and I probably ask like people who I feel like would know stuff, like, you know, the restaurant guy. I forget his name. I got a 17.
So you run around town. Still a pretty sizable town, but it's not. I mean, you could guess that it is below 3,000 people that live in this town on this island. It's not like a huge trade center or anything like that, because of its confrontation with Raft, especially, and how it's brought itself onto the news. And they've also lost a lot, and they've been rebuilding for the last few months. So you kind of gather that a lot of their attention and energy has been in just recovering from the damage they have, as people, have gone through. And currently, what you glean from that investigation check, that roll, they haven't decided on a form of governance. There's no mayor, no council, no royal family that survived or still lives in Canella or in Zero to, you know, have it's pretty much anarchy here.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, in the Canvas District, you witness a gang bullying people for money. And why people here will ignore things like screaming in the woods or things happening in their poor district. There are people who recommend going to larger cities, larger towns if you're looking for powerful magic users. Mostly the older people who have just been around long enough to hear about that. And there's not quite many left from the Battle of Raft. But as far as here, it's a lot of creative people, a lot of work, a lot of crafters, a lot of workers, a lot of people who are artists, a lot of people who only survived because of their status previously before the battle. And then, you know, there's people like Mr. Rika who just says, removing a curse here, you're out of luck, kid.
Can I, like, during this investigation roll, find myself like down near the docks and spot like a small rowboat of sorts?
Yeah, and one more thing, you do have the option of investigating this town's library. And then if you want to go to the docks area still, despite that.
I guess if Jay would get the vibe that going to the library would help, then I would absolutely do that.
It's possible. Enza just talked about how she'd seen in books things about curses.
I'm just floating in a pool of black ooze, probably riling.
I would have been trying to like calm you and like prop you up and help you float. Just try and relax, okay?
It's okay. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. It's fine. I'm calm.
like-
You're dead. You died. I'm cool. I'm all good.
Try and wash the wound a little if I can.
Yeah, that just hurt. Nope. Just bad. Just all
Hey,
hurts. Just all hurts.
Okay, sorry. God, can you not, like, just call your god or something?
Gillian goes to say something and then like just stops and like looks up. I don't know. I've never tried. I feel
we'll
like it would
try.
be rude. I feel this isn't worth their time. It's not. No.
Gillian, you're dying. Please, ask for help for once.
From God, no. It's just they've got.
Okay, well, how
such
about
big
your
stuff going
sword?
on.
Your sword talked to me once. It talks, right? Maybe it knows.
I take my sword. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Papa's got a bit of a problem.
No, I mean, we're connected. I feel it.
Great. So, anything you think I should do? It's cool if not. I'll be good. Just
Wow.
wanted to check in. Chip said I should ask you.
These are pies? Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Yeah, I'm bad at all of them, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, hang on.
Okay, yeah.
14.
Well, maybe if you took the remove curse spell, I don't just fucking with you.
Thanks, Sword. Thank you, Sword Dad. All right, I turn to Chip. Guess I'll die. Throw the sword into the pool. Lie down.
Okay, we'll ask God.
Okay, I look up at the ceiling.
The sword actually says with your Arcana.
Oh, I really thought that was
Did it
it.
speak to you in a meta quote? That'd be fucking funny.
Yeah, I honestly thought it did, dude.
I genuinely believed that.
I really bought into it.
He says, as far as my abilities currently go, I don't have a way to remove this curse that plagues you.
Guess you should have taken the remove curse spell.
I'll remind you, Chosen One. We made an oath to sever the thread of fate. And if fate right now is sending you to your death, you best find a way to overcome it.
That's so true. That's so true. What if it's not my fate, though? What if... Oh, man. Okay.
Shit, I don't know, Doc.
Okay, Chip. I've spoken with Destiny's Blade, and we have determined that it's not my destiny to die. That's what we've gotten so far. Jury is still out on everything else.
Awesome. What about the other god or thing? Is your sword a god? Wrong time.
No, it's a sword. And it's my new father figure, but I'm not gonna have it for much longer if I die. Hang on. Is there anything? Oh, God. All right, Chip. I can't even focus.
Just pray. I don't know.
I dump out my whole bag. Just if there's anything in there that can help, feel free. And I get on my knees and I put my hands together. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Do you also dump out the briefcase? Do you have the briefcase?
No, I have the briefcase. Yeah,
All right.
I'll dump it all out. Sure.
Deck of many things falls out.
Fuck off.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
Everything falls out, and then the deck of many things falls out on top in the most tempting way possible.
It's probably the last thing put in as well. Compass falls out as well.
Oh, would you look at that? All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chip. I'm really racking my brain, but it hurts. It really hurts.
I know.
I'm gonna keep praying, which isn't really something I do, but I guess now is not a bad time to start. Dear God, sorry.
The compass falls out.
Yeah.
I'll reach for it.
Chip, no!
Discreetly.
Roll sleight of hand.
1 billion. It's 30. I got a 30.
Okay, guys, let me roll perception to see if I can beat 30. All right, I got an 8, so...
So, Jay, in the Umbrella District, you come upon a peculiar building. Looks like a giant book propped up by 2 wooden pillars. Titled at the door as you walk up to the entrance, The Crooked Book. And this is what you see.
You have
Yeah,
art
you
of
should expect
library?
this. It gives you the vibe of the Crooked Book, as well as parts of the Umbrella District that you've been kind of running through.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a big
Whoa.
book, and it's crooked.
Certainly is.
Wow.
You walk in and you meet the librarian, Cliff Hanger.
Jesus Christ, man.
Good day, my lady. How can I interest you in any of, well, actually, I don't sell most books here, but, have you ever heard of something called an audiobook?
Oh, what? No, that doesn't matter.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Behind him are just empty shelves.
I'm looking for books on curses. How to get rid of them. Anything, please.
Books on curses. He turns around, taps his finger to his temple. Oh, I have many in memory. What kind of curse are you looking for?
Okay, nightmare, like he's having nightmares every night and he can't sleep and never gets rested and he's oozing from his chest through a claw wound
Yes,
gotten
yes,
from
yes.
a weird tiger man.
A tiger, man. That's a
Yeah.
start.
Cool. I'm glad.
He turns around. I hope you enjoy your very first experience with an audiobook. Begins to recite the book word for word.
A what?
Let me tell you the key part that you get from this. It does take
Let
a
me tell you
minute.
about our sponsor, Audible.
Do you know how many scenes have you seen where like the characters are rummaging through the papers and like they're flying everywhere and just picturing having to stand in front of a man as he reads an entire fucking audiobook to you as you try and listen for the important bit sounds like the most excruciating thing you could possibly experience.
So funny. I love it.
Chapter 1. The Theory of Curses.
A curse of this nature, one that gets progressively worse, almost like an illness, over time, is very real and is only removable by those of greater magical capability. We're talking a 5th level and higher. Just to give it a number, if I had to, out of 9.
Wow, that's strangely meta and useful. Thank you.
But
Audiobook.
the less specific helpful thing that you learn, there are history books written by old scholars, old magic users. Ancient history to the world that he recites in this book that he's reading out to you word by word. And they spoke of the probability of different planes. And you know of this now. It's been proven. There are different planes. You've been to the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some creatures, beneath demons and devils, beneath fiends even, that come from the darkest depths, and it's described as if they have crawled through the holes of creation itself. They come into different worlds and they disguise, they adapt, they blend in. It just talks about their ability to bestow these kinds of curses that slowly kill the victim.
I would absolutely get the vibe that this is Kupa Kente, right?
You do. You get that vibe. You also get the sense that these creatures are extremely hard to kill. And when they choose a victim, this fiendish creature's goal, once they set their mark, to kill that mark. Cycling through Jay's knowledge, it's definitely confusing why Kupa Kente is a vice admiral, but you think an immortal soldier, you can guess why that's taken advantage of. And just one hit, killing an enemy over time, incredibly powerful. But that's all you get. And he finishes, and he says, I do hope you enjoyed that terrifying piece of history.
Yeah, no, that was great. Your voice really fits this niche.
That'll be 1 gold.
Any emotion on her face disappears. She flicks the guy a gold. Tell me that up front next time, huh?
It's on the sign by the door.
Fuck.
I am a business. I have to survive.
She
You
would,
know.
actually, here's how I'm gonna go about this. She's gonna kind of like start heading back up to the house, and she probably end up near the statue, and probably a little bit frustrated because really not any leads besides go to a bigger city. And as she's going up, I think I'd like her to kind of see the statue that they have like right in the dead center of town, with the fish, the barrel, and the bird.
There's still pieces of the past night's festival scattered.
Mm-hmm.
but most people have returned to their way of life.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the sweet scents from the districts to the left, and
She's just gonna look at it for a second and start sprinting back up the hill towards the house.
Chip, you reach for that compass. What do you do?
By the time I actually do anything with it, would be when Jay gets there. Is when I would hold it up and even begin to think anything.
So, Jay, you're back. Gillian is afloat. All the stuff that you guys have in the briefcase of holding in Gillian's bag, it's just
She, like-
all on the ground.
I'm praying, just praying.
It's probably been like an hour at this point. I would imagine, yeah. And she would kind of like slam through the door, breathing heavily because she just sprinted back up. Guys, why are there pants everywhere?
I quickly put away the compass. Did you learn anything?
Nothing good, but
Why would it be?
I have an idea, maybe an idea. Just don't know if it's for sure.
Oh, come on, Jay. If anyone can figure it out, it's you. What's the worst thing that can happen?
Chip, you remember Featherbrook, right?
Who?
My home. You suck.
I'm sorry. We're dealing with a little more important stuff right now.
No, they're fighting. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. They're fighting. They're fighting.
No, my hometown. It's the island I'm from.
Sure. Yeah. What about it?
My mom.
Oh.
She's incredible. She might know something, maybe. I don't know. I don't have any other ideas. There's not really any other huge settlements around here that would be accessible by small boat.
Well, Jim,
We sure don't have a big one.
Are you sure you want to go back there? What if they're waiting for us or for you?
I mean, they might be. They know we're in the area. Maybe they think I would go back there, but I think that's a risk we had to take.
Well, look, maybe we can find another way. We don't have to.
What other way? Our boat is fucked. We're not going far. The teleporter isn't going to be done for God knows how long. This is all I've got right now, okay?
Okay. Okay, let's do it. If you really want to.
I don't know, it might lead somewhere at least. And that's the best I can hope for.
Enza comes walking down the steps. So, did I hallucinate that magical scroll yesterday, or,
No, very real. Place is yours.
You say that, Chip, and there's an irremovable sort of connection from your soul to this place, now and forever, from drawing that card. Regardless of the name you signed, regardless of the comical, cartoony, magical deed that appeared. And she says, well, hey, I mean, you've definitely already started to, remodel the place. Clearly, there's a fucking tub in the living room. And she looks at the hole at where her workshop used to be. So I guess, you figure this stuff out. Feel free to come back. Like, I don't mean to hold you here. And
Hey,
maybe you could convince me to look after the two that you're leaving.
It almost sounds like you want to look after him. And maybe you like us.
Let's just say this is temporary payback for you helping me clear out those monsters, all right?
Yeah, just... I don't know. Maybe clean up any blood. I don't want Ollie to see that. We've got to go now. I'm sorry, about
Yeah, sure thing.
your house and everything. And thank you. I hope we can come back and talk when it's not all, ooze.
Sure thing.
All right, we'll be back. It won't be long, or it will, and maybe we'll die. Don't know, but thanks. And I go out the door. Oh right, and I come back in the door and I grab Gillian and I start leading him out. All right, Gillian, let's go. Let's go, buddy.
How do I walk?
Oh my god. Okay.
Jay,
I kind of help.
No,
With
it's
him.
okay. I got it.
We're gonna carry him together.
Stop. Put me down now.
Get about halfway back to the town.
Does Gillian remember what that fucking guy said when he left? I thought I heard something about like a fire burning or setting it on fire or something, but
That's enough out of character memory for Gillian to remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, he threatened arson the very next day.
Stop.
What?
No. That place. That place Ollie's mother was staying.
Gillian.
Today's the day, isn't it? He said he was gonna burn it.
Look, they'll figure it out, okay?
Oh, they won't figure it out because it's just a bunch of sick people lying
And what
down.
the hell are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stop them.
Chip. I put my hand on his shoulder. It's okay. We'll get Griffin to help.
Okay. See,
I mean,
we'll
our
get
crew,
Griffin.
Our crew is here. They're capable. I know they can defend the place. That guy seemed like weak shit anyways.
Yeah, he sucks.
No, he killed you.
Okay, can we? We'll
Okay.
deal with it. Can
All
we
right.
just go?
Okay, you promise. You promise
Yes.
that'll.
It'll be fine, okay?
Pinky promise.
Double pinky promise. And I
Double pinky promise.
put my one pinky up and I beckon to Chip to pinky promise as well.
We'll
And
lock
three-way
all three in.
pinky promise.
Triple pinky promise.
You know you don't know if it's gonna be fine,
Mm-hmm.
but you pinky promise.
Going to the dock, we're gonna steal a small boat. And I would like to find Griffin first and like let him know and see if he can try to prevent
All
the
right,
place from
you'll
getting
have
burnt
to
down.
you'll have to split off one more time and make a roll.
If Jay will split off to do that and talk to Griffin, I will go and get the boat. I just want to convince somebody to let us use the boat.
What I'll say is, Jay, you split off, make a perception check.
God, please, if there's ever been a time to get a good roll, natural one.
Chip,
I can't imagine I find anybody on the crew. My backup plan is I am going to call Ollie and see if
Okay.
he can find Griffin.
yeah, you can use the conch shell. You have one a day.
Come on, Ollie, pick up. Come on.
It rings for an anxious amount of time. Chip, roll persuasion.
Natural 1.
Oh my god, what is going on?
well, guys, oh my
What is
god,
going on?
am I actually destined to
Holy
literally
fuck.
die?
Here's what I say. How much gold do you guys have left?
Lot. No.
You
100
can rent this.
100 and some.
You can rent this for about like 50 gold.
50
And the guy's
gold?
definitely ripping you off.
Holy shit.
Bring it back, he'll give you half back.
My man's a businessman. He sees people in need, and he's like, I can make money off of this.
Yeah, I give him the 50 gold.
Jay, it clicks up, goes,
Oh, thank God.
Hello.
Ollie,
Hey.
Ollie, hey.
Yeah. Miss J, is that you?
God, this is not how I want
Morning.
to be. Hey, good morning. How'd you sleep? Hope it was good.
Haven't been in the bed in a long time. It was with my mom. She's still asleep, so I gotta whisper. It's really
Hey.
nice. It's really nice.
So, me, Chip, and Gillian are going off island for
Yeah.
a day or two.
You left me. You need to say bye.
Sorry. No. We'll be back. I swear.
Okay.
But listen, the place where your mom was staying yesterday, there was that guy who came in and you know, he was a huge asshole and threatening them for money.
Yeah. Real dipshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's
whispering, it's
okay.
okay.
He deserves it. He's a complete dipshit. You're right.
okay, thank you, Miss J. I will remember that for the rest of my life.
Chip, my sweary senses are tingling.
Something feels wrong.
Something feels deeply wrong.
Listen, while we're gone, I need you to find Griffin, okay? Or any of the crew.
Okay.
And see if you can get them to go there and help protect the place. Because they said they will light it on fire, and there's a bunch of sickly, old, poor people there. And that's, like, it's kind of fucked up.
I'm assuming that you're probably mid-town now on your way back to the dock. And
Yeah, be
on your
heading
way
back.
back to the dock,
Like,
you
jogging.
can see the beginnings of smoke.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Do we see it from the dock?
You guys wouldn't.
Okay.
On your side of the dock, you're the very far,
Okay.
let's say the canvas district, if you're looking at it from head on, very far right, you guys are very far left, completely opposite side. She's high enough, midtown, to be able to see just a little bit of the beginnings of a smoke snack.
Okay, Miss J. Yeah. All right, Sneak
Hey,
away, I'll find Griffin.
So about that, it looks like they might have already started, but still find Griffin anyways, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, okay. Aye, aye, Captain. We'll do our best.
Yeah, go get him, champ.
Okay, be back soon.
You will do, yeah. And I hang up. I'm not really gonna tell him the nature of why we're leaving the island.
Chip and Gillian are probably already on this little boat.
Yeah, and I
Hop on.
and I don't think I'll say a word about the smokestack.
I want to discern from Jay's face.
She looks maybe like a little. She feels bad.
Yeah, Gillian would not be able to tell right now. I think he wouldn't be looking for anything like that. I mean, like he's
Yeah,
fully
dude. I
trusts
mean,
you and is in so much
we got
pain.
that like sibling communication, so I just want to like raise an eyebrow at you.
And as you do, a single bead of sweat drops down her face, and she kind of like looks at you like we lied.
Chip just kind of looks down at Gillian and then looks back up and nods. And we go.
Motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, man. It's just we
You
gotta prioritize
motherfuckers. You motherfuckers.
Also, you just had like when we tried to prevent this in your dream, you had terrible, awful nightmares. Maybe we were still in one. We're gonna die again. What then?
And the nightmare's gonna be about how we should have fucking saved them. We should have saved them.
How evil do you think I am?
Oh God. Oh, that's just awful.
You guys are sailing across the seas on a small boat, reminiscent to when you departed the town of Zero on the Big Chipper. This one seems to be built a little bit more, luckily, for speed. Chip's Eye will do that for you. But, Jay, you'd know, it's still going to be a few days to get to Featherbrook from Zero. On this boat especially, because when you guys sailed, it was about a week or so before you found Gillian, and then a few more days before you got to this island. Gillian, with that, how many points of exhaustion are you at?
I'm rocking 2.
I think also while we're boating, given we'd probably have some of our stuff still, I would like to try tending to the wound a bit.
Okay.
I don't think it'll do much regarding the curse, but
I think the only thing I want to know that I could do is can I use shape water to speed up travel a little bit? Whether it's by ice propeller or by the old Caspian.
I'll say you can, but you'll be rolling disadvantage on your constitution saving throws.
I'm gonna do it unless they tell me not to.
I would tell him not to.
Dig. All right, I don't.
And essentially, if you fail those, you get a point of exhaustion.
Could I speed up travel by rowing?
I don't actually think sailboats work like that, but go ahead and roll in athletics.
It is your destiny to row for 2 days straight.
11. Yeah, rolled really bad.
I would probably like take shifts with Chip with the rowing as well to try to speed us along.
Yeah, same thing for you, then athletics check.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I almost rolled a natural one again. It rolled over to a 13. That's a 16 total.
I'm gonna try and take the oar from.
All right, my turn.
No. You just rest
Just let me
however you
get.
can.
Just let me get a few. Just let me get a few in. I want to help.
Who's making sure you stay on course the whole time?
I probably would be.
You just roll a survival check.
I would still be using the spyglass and stuff too to figure it out. Would that give me advantage?
I'll just say yes this time.
13.
So we got a 10 for Chip's rowing, a 16 for Jay's rowing, and a 13 for Jay's navigation.
Mhm.
As the day continues, you guys press on. Unless you want to say anything, it will come to a close, and the two of you will have to sleep, or all of you will have to roll Constitution saving throws.
I'll stay up.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Stop.
At this point, I'm not listening to Gillian.
I'll make sure it's on course. I can't go to sleep anyway.
So Chip will stay up. Jay, what will you do?
Jay would try to get 4 hours, and then let Chip get 4 hours, so she wouldn't like fully rest, but she would rest some.
Both of you would get short rests.
I'm gonna do a quick little prayer Rooney and cast. Not that I have a ton of points left, but I'm gonna cast a little bless on us for our con saves, which will give us a D4.
I think even though you short rest, you still have to roll for exhaustion.
That's fair. I'm gonna shift through this thing, like do shifts and get us both long rests, because even one thing of exhaustion will fuck us on this trip.
Yeah.
Gillian, you can try to sleep if you wish. You are aware
Nope.
there will be no.
Nope.
benefit.
Not gonna happen. Don't really want to see my friends turn to mud or whatever. So
So, yeah, go ahead and roll your con save.
That's brutal. It just lit up as an 18 on my screen and came up as a 5 in the chat. That's so fucked. I'll take it. I'll take it what it says. So
Okay.
that's a 14 total. Not good.
Not great.
Even if I half it, a 14 is not good enough, so you take a point of exhaustion.
That's rough because the next effect of exhaustion is disadvantage on saving throws.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, you're so right.
That was your first night. I'm gonna do something I've never done before.
What's that?
And roll for a motherfucking random encounter.
Oh, no. You motherfucker.
On your second day of travel.
You bitch. Wolves. There's wolves, Chip. Swimming towards us.
Next day of travel begins. I'll say roll whoever's rowing athletics, and then Jay roll navigation as rolling survival.
Yeah, Chip and J4.
All right, I got an 18.
I got an 18 for survival. Should I roll athletics too for my shift?
Yes.
8.
So, first half of the day starts off extremely strong, and you're making excellent pace on your to your destination, sailing, cutting right through the waves. And a little bit past midday, during your rowing shift, Jay, a change in weather, a thick fog begins to crawl over your surrounding area, almost as if the clouds from the sky begin to drift down to the sea level. And it obscures all of your vision, making navigation extremely difficult. I'll have you roll navigation one more time.
Is it a magical fog?
You can roll Arcana.
I got a 13.
Yeah, I don't think gust of wind's gonna help us.
I was gonna see if you could just shape water and move fucking fog out of the way.
But like, it's not gonna show us much, right?
It's covering a wide range. I mean, it is a weather effect, so it's like
Yeah. Okay. How about this? I'll try and use, for what it's worth, because I get to do this. I'll use gust of wind to try and blow us out of the fog faster. Just shoot it straight ahead into the sail, to try and disperse some of the fog and get us out of it faster so that we can see. But that's, I think, all I can do.
that's right. Yeah, Jay, you'll still have to roll navigation again.
Jay, it is so your destiny to find where we're going right now. Just saying.
That's so real.
Was I able to tell if it was magical or not?
There's something arcane-like drifting through the breeze, but it is not within the fog. But with 13, not in any particular direction. Just a feeling in your gut.
Oh, this is crazy. I have the navigator's compass. Maybe would that help me with I'd need to locate something that was on my home island, and I'm sure I know something that was on my...
Your mother?
Your mother. Actually, just get hit with the best fucking your mom in the history of just roll with
Your
it.
mom. If you use locate object, you don't have to re-roll your navigation for sure.
Yeah,
As the
I think I
compass will point the
definitely
direction.
would use that. So I'd use the navigator's compass and basically use locate object on like probably a keepsake from my sister, something that was on...
It has 5 charges, basically has an hour of locate object. 50 minutes, an hour. And they reset at dawn. So you can use it for an hour to negate the navigation check for an hour as Gillian is trying to get you out.
Yeah, I would use as many charges as it takes too.
I will also ask Gillian to use his sniffer.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I've been congested for a while, but I could give it a shot. And
Just in case something's out there.
Gillian sniffs and knows the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
You start sniffing within 60 feet. There's no direct odor. But as you guys travel and Jay pulls out the compass, you hear this low...
Nope. I row harder.
Guys, it's Whaley! It's Whaley, the friendly neighborhood ocean whale!
Gillian, keep your voice down. Can you go actually slower and sneakily?
Sneaky travel? So no gust of wind?
No gust of wind.
Do we try and go fast and get out, or do we try and go slow and get by Whaley?
We can't go faster than a whale, can we?
I run the numbers. Whales are... We could try. 1 second, Whaley. What do you think?
if you think we could outrun whatever that is,
Maybe, yeah. Starting to question if it's really Whaley, but
yeah, don't think it's Whaley, but
okay. What
If
do
we
you
just
think,
keep-
Jay?
a low profile.
I think whatever we can do to avoid Whaley is probably the best option. Because last time we dealt with a big ocean creature, it nearly killed us all.
All right, then let's go quiet. And if things go south, we go fast.
Collective stealth check, then little group check.
Hey guys, I just want to say it is
Yes.
someone's destiny. He already
Not mine.
rolled. Jay, it's your destiny.
Thanks. Natural 1.
I'm sick. Let me roll my -2 stealth with disadvantage real quick.
You do have that inspiration from the last session, by the way.
I'm gonna re-roll that one using the inspiration that I got last session.
Guys, I just rolled a 12 on disadvantage.
Oh, that's so
stealth,
much better.
Which is so hype for me. I'm not even gonna lie.
I got 25 with the destiny.
I got 29 with Chibo.
So you guys begin to move slowly, about 100 feet in the distance. Jay hears it first, but you all hear this as if like a jet underneath the ocean splashed, and then you hear that. As you guys move slowly, 30 minutes into an hour. So this would be like around your last use of locate object. Gillian, now with divine
Okay.
sense,
Yeah.
you smell that undead scent. And you hear a splash much closer to the boat this time.
Guys, I don't think that's Whaley. And it's close.
Do you keep pressing on slowly, or do you speed up?
I want to keep pressing on slowly.
Chip, are you sure? Because I think there's a zombie whale that's gaining on us.
Zombie whale. Maybe I'll just pass by.
It's much louder this time.
All right, it smells like undead. So let's go slow and everyone play dead. And I guess we'll try and keep cruising if that's Chip's suggestion.
Yeah, I'll trust Chip on this. I don't know anything about undead water life.
Me neither. Do I?
Gillian,
Feel
can
like
you
I
just
would.
prepare to get us the blast wind or whatever if things go sideways?
It's not called blast wind,
I
Chip.
don't know what it
And
is.
you know it's not called blast
Okay,
wind.
okay,
And I'm
okay.
so fucking pissed that you call it blast wind.
What do you want me to
Because-
call it?
In fact, the real Chip would never say blast wind. And I reach into the water and I make an ice dagger. But yes, I'll be ready to cast gust of wind.
One more choice here. You're continuing stealthy. Do you all want to re-roll? Or do you want to keep the rolls?
It depends on if we're using majority rule
Dude,
or not, but
I can't really roll much better than a fucking 29.
I literally can't roll better either.
Actually, guys, I don't think I'm going to roll much better than that either. Because I rolled a 14 and 16 -2. I think I think you're right.
We stick it.
Even if we fuck it up, you know, this is the best we can do.
Final answer, we're sticking with it.
You guys stick with it. Continue slowly. You hear another one of the splashes.
It's probably like deafeningly silent this entire time. Like nobody is saying a word.
You're all frozen as the sailboat sail up slowly drifts through the fog in the direction of the last locate object.
It's not Whaley. 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 It's not. It's not.
Cover his mouth.
You hear something move not 20 feet behind all of you, and you look. It's a massive shadow behind the fog.
Zoinks. Chip, you just want to keep fucking cruising, man?
Yes.
Great. We'll keep cruising. I guess I'll get ready to cast Gust of Wind just in case. I'm gonna ready it for Chip's signal. I think I going on him on this. If he gives me the signal, I'll do it. Not before. Nothing before.
You keep drifting with your eyes locked on that looming shadow. You hear a splash that makes you jump
I don't jump.
as the silhouette fades behind the fog, and your boat creeps out of it back into clear skies.
Okay.
So, nobody say anything ironic.
John immediately scream comes back.
We stay quiet for the next hour.
Okay, do you know what I say? I immediately turn to them and I say,
No,
"Whale,
I covers
that just
nothing,
happened."
I cover his fucking mouth. I cover his fucking mouth. There's no bit. There's no joke. I cover his fucking mouth. We keep
Immediately
going.
says them, eats us, we die.
I hold his fucking face, and I'm like, you fucking squeeze him.
Come on, that was pretty good.
You'll never jinx this. I won't let you.
Yeah, no, we're probably like quiet for the next hour, half an hour, like still.
I do say, well, that just happened as soon as we're out. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell over you. I just really didn't want to get fucked.
Oh, you didn't hear, well, that just happened? I was proud of it.
No, I was freaking out already.
Shut up! My fucking scrunkly.
Night comes, you guys continue traveling. Jay, when you're using this spyglass, you're asking how much longer you have.
Yeah, like distance. If we're on the right heading, that kind of stuff.
I'll just keep using your survival checks based on the last one and the locate object, those combined. Not getting hunted by the undead whale. Why is there an undead whale? I don't know.
I actually did want to, out of sheer curiosity, see if I'd ever heard of anything like that before.
I guess you can roll history in your delusion state.
Yeah, I do have disadvantage on it.
The spyglass gives you likely 2 nights left
I got a 6.
before you're on Featherbrook Shores. With a 6,
I think it was Whaley.
I mean, you know that undead is unnatural no matter what.
Yeah.
So
Well, whatever.
that's about it, really. So for this night, are you taking shifts again?
Yeah, I think
Same
so.
thing as last night? Just Gillian, roll Constitution save.
I'll pop another bless. I've got the points for it.
Yeah.
I doubt it's gonna help. Okay, hang on.
Hopefully it does.
25.
You don't have disadvantage, do you?
Oh, you're right.
That's still fine.
21. Is it though?
So this night, you are able to adapt to the current intensity of exhaustion this night.
Oh, did it like reset because I went to sleep that one time or something?
No, just the DC, you met it. Because it restarted at 15, rose to 20. You just beat it twice.
I see, okay.
You have 2 nights left.
Well, I won't die. That's good.
You
That's
won't
good.
die,
We're
you'll
pa-
get
we're
damn
past-
close.
We're past the dying threshold.
Hopefully, there's something in Featherbrook. Because if there isn't, then I think we might die.
Shit.
You actually just you succeeded the point. Now I'm looking at it. You just mentioned it. Yeah. I guess if you hadn't, you'd probably die on arrival.
It could have gotten really bad. Yeah.
So the next day comes in. I'm just gonna say, unless you guys want to roleplay at all, I'm gonna roll 2 more.
I would like to brainstorm with Jay over this time what we could do when we get to the island to maybe make things go smoother. And I would definitely propose me disguising myself as a Navy soldier and acting as if I'm going to turn you in, and I have orders to take you and Gillian to...
Dude, it's my mom. She's chill.
Yeah, because your dad's super chill too.
Yeah, well, you met her. I mean, like,
Yeah, sure. I mean, she seemed okay.
she's not, like, actually part of the Navy. She's just married to Navy.
She
You know?
just carries the last name as the Vice Admiral and the
Yeah, and
Vice
so
Admiral.
do I.
And
What about it? And also the Admiral, whatever.
the
It's-
Admiral.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, it'll be fine.
I think we should turn around. I don't want to meet Jay's mom like this. It's embarrassing.
Okay, how would you rather meet her?
Can you at least make me look presentable?
Yeah, sure.
Because I really got off on a bad foot with your dad.
Well, I don't think my dad's gonna be there. He doesn't come home very often. And I mean that, like, it was a very seldom occurrence.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Listen, I feel like
And how did that make you feel?
we're not gonna unpack this right now, Chip.
Well, I don't know. We got time.
You're right. We've got days. Jay, tell us about your parents.
No, I'm serious. Talk about it. Why not?
I want to live vicariously.
I mean, like, I don't know. My mom's great. Never had any issues with her. She
Great how? Define great.
I don't know. She's supportive. She, when I say I want to do something, she kind of puts herself behind me, has my back.
Was she supportive of the when you left
Yeah,
the Navy?
no.
And cool.
I mean, she doesn't really know about any of the, being undercover stuff. So as far as she know, I was leaving to become a pirate.
She didn't have any problems with that?
I mean, you saw her. You were there. You were literally there when I left.
Yeah, I know, but I was a little preoccupied.
Uh-huh. But yeah, no, I mean, father always very tough on me. It was kind of ironic because like he was tough on me and he taught me to shoot. He taught me, all these survival things. But he never wanted me to join the Navy. It's actually like the last thing he wanted. And this is all before, my sister. God, wow, there's a lot to unpack here.
Chip kind of like sits forward and hunches down. Yeah, I never really heard anything about your sister. I meant to ask, but it just seemed, weird. Like you didn't really want to talk about it.
I mean, it's touchy, I guess. I'm gonna roll something quickly.
Whatever you need, man.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20. Okay. I was gonna roll to see if Jay ever remembered the conversation with Lizzie, where she was like, "You look just like your sister."
No, we decided she forgot
Yeah, I know.
already.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 anyway, so definitely zero recollection. I mean, she was great. I think growing up, she was everything I wanted to be, and more. And really, I can only kind of hope that one day I'll even have even just a fraction of the effect on somebody's life that she had on mine.
It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. She, I mean, she wasn't much older than me, only, 2 years? I guess I'm the same age she was now.
Is she gone?
Have I never told you that?
I wasn't sure if you were looking for her.
Oh. Yeah. She died, 2 years ago now. I don't feel like I've been searching hard enough for the answers that I want, but it was a conflict with some pirates, I guess, and they got her.
Pirates got her?
That's about as far as I figured out.
Well, which pirates?
I don't know. There was a point where I thought maybe Lizzie would be able to help, but I don't know if she has any of the answers that I'd be looking for.
Would I know anything? Connecting any dots from Lizzie and this place, this confrontation? Lizzie wouldn't have told me anything about a fight she was in anywhere. This
You've had
raid.
one talk with Lizzie that I can recall throughout her island. She talked about Shay being stranded on an island and being saved. Don't think you got more of the story, as she's very reluctant to open up.
And I've never heard about pirates fighting there.
Only one that inquired about that was Jay with Caspian. He told her about something the government is calling the Transgress War, that the Ball Pirates call the Shadow Skull Massacre. She might have shared that with you guys. That's about it. No one's ever really inquired past that.
Just wondering if I had any past knowledge.
You don't really know much of what happened to Lizzie after the hole in the sea. But there's definitely a story there.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can figure it out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's most of the reason I set out in the first place. Because
Yeah, we have a habit of getting sidetracked, don't we?
I don't know. I guess I never fully believed that she would go down so easily, you know?
Sometimes it's hard to think that person who you look up to that's almost larger than life could, in a flash, just be gone.
Yeah. I wonder if she'd be proud of me. And Jay just kind of like looks off over the horizon at this point and probably is looking pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Reminiscent.
And the next day comes, and I just need, for this day, same rolls, 2 athletics, 1 survival.
14 survival. Natural 20 athletics.
Nice! That'll speed you up. Or will it?
I got an 11.
I think at this point too, Gillian is basically just like,
You're probably like talking to things aren't there. Like, you're probably having hallucinations.
yeah, like he just is not super comprehensible anymore.
I'd probably be like scooping up water and just like wetting him.
Stop it! Stop! I can wet myself.
I'm like scooping up water, like laying back, like I'm just fucked up because we've been on this tiny little boat for 2 days. I'm scooping water. I'm Gillian Tidestrider. And I say it every time I splash it. I'm Gillian Tidestrider. I'm Gillian Tidestrider. That's my Gillian impression. What do you think? I'm Gillian Tidestrider.
I saw you die.
Or did you?
So you speedrun travel today with Jay's natural 20. She's rowing like a fucking beast.
Let's go.
This is muscle madness. This is Queen of Jacked.
This is like emotional rejuvenation after a therapy session.
Yes, dude. Oh my God. She's going absolutely insane. And on this way, you guys speed through the day and you catch a glimpse of a ship off in the distance at one point in the day. Looks to be fairly large sailing ship. Around the size of the Albatross.
Nope.
Does it have a flag that's flying?
It might.
that I
You have to
managed
roll a
catch?
perception check.
I'll look.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna do a real shitty perception check real quick.
You won't be able to interact with it because it's too far and Jay's on a mission.
I got a 15 with disadvantage.
I got an 18.
I got a 17.
You see what looks to be like not the traditional skull and crossbones, but crossbones, and in the middle, in front of them, is a mandarin.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Chip, you're lucky.
Oh my God! No fucking way! Am I hallucinating this
I'm
ship?
Gillian Tidestrider. I'm Gillian Tidestrider. I'm
Am I
splashing water on him. I'm splashing water on him. Jay,
Chip,
go.
Chip, you're so lucky we're in a rush.
This day comes to a close. Gillian,
Yeah.
Constitution save.
I take some solace knowing that she will find him. Dropping another bless.
You're looking to beat a 25.
There's no way. I get an 18.
All right. Another point of exhaustion. At this point, you have disadvantage.
My hit point have.
Or
my
no,
hit
you have
points
hit
are
point half.
half.
So you
Dude, you're gonna be speed reduced to 0 when we get the Featherbrook.
I know. You guys are gonna have to fucking carry me.
58 hit points total.
Oh shit, dude.
Gillian
Fuck.
at this point looks visibly weaker, visibly less, bulky.
Yeah, he's not doing well. I think you.
Are you still
guys,
red?
It's probably like becoming a pale red.
Yeah, I think at this point he looks more pale than anything, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, he just doesn't look good. I would say there's almost these like black veins as well creeping up.
From the wound, yeah. I'm gonna get emotional, bro. He's dying.
He literally
It's
is.
so
he's
sad.
literally dying as Chip's wife is driving by. Can you imagine if there is a world where I rolled the dice and after we saw a mandarin on the sea, Gillian died? That world exists out there. That's the timeline.
You're on your last day now, after this night. Last athletics checks for speed rowing.
Natural 20 again!
And final survival check.
Holy shit, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Charlie's got the natural ones exclusively.
This
Connie's
is like,
got natural 20s.
I'm starting to get upset about it because today
I got a 10. I got a 10. I'm right there, smack
you're in the
dab in the middle.
Middle of the road. Honestly, probably the lamest place to be.
It really is. I'm just mid.
right
I'm not
in the
even
middle.
like bad or necessarily. Just mid. Just mid.
Ah, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Condi. Hey, how's it going? It's me. Today's episode is sponsored by Babbel. That's BABBEL.com. So Charlie's been speaking a lot of Spanish around us lately, and frankly, I'm Canadian. I don't know how the hell to speak that stuff. I'd never learned a word of it. So I figured, if he's gonna start talking about Juana Flipa or whatever nonsense, maybe I should understand a little bit of it. For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic careers. Personally, every word of French that I've learned in high school, that shit's out the window. I threw it out, don't need it anymore. But now, thanks to Babbel, the language learning app that's sold more than 10 million subscriptions, there's an addictively fun and easy way to learn a new language. Whether you'll be traveling abroad, connecting a deeper way with the family, or just have some free time, Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world. Babbel has 15-minute lessons, making it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go, and it teaches you how to use the language in real life. You get to learn how to have practical conversations about travel, relationships, business, and more. So right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to BABBEL.com and use code JRWI. That's BABBEL.com, code JRWI. Thank you, Babbel, for sponsoring this episode. But wait, I'm not done! Today's episode is also sponsored by Honey. That's right, Honey. You ever spend money? Me too! And there's nothing like that feeling when you find a great deal. You feel smart? I do. I feel awesome when I save $20 on anything, really, actually. That's a lot of money. Personally, it saved me a ton of money on pizza, which I ordered too much of because I'm supposed to be dieting, but I just can't stop myself from ordering pizza, man. It's crazy out here. I'm talking, probably it saved me like $150 over the course of, God knows, a year maybe? That's how much pizza I order, man. And the best part is it's really easy to use. All you have to do is click on the little pop-up in the top right and apply coupon, and it'll search for the best deal for you for what you're buying. And get this, Honey doesn't just work on desktops now. It also works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and save on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. So get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/JRWI. That was joinhoney.com/JRWI. Thank you, Honey and Babbel, for sponsoring this episode. I hope you enjoy the rest of it.
You will get there the next day, as planned. No matter what,
Okay.
during your day's travel, during Chip's row, during before mid-afternoon, Jay, since you're not rowing at this point, passive observation, you see above the clouds a small bird flying above you.
Apple.
No, apples.
Apple.
Apples, your grandpa.
Apple.
No, okay.
Apple. Come here, Apple.
Chip, I need you, I can't,
Sorry, he's doing that. I can't just not do it.
I need you to be level with me here,
I just look at Chip in the eyes and I say, "You are Gillian Tidestrider." Apple.
I gotta.
Apple.
Okay.
Okay, what? What?
I don't know, it's just a bird. I mean,
You wanted me to be level. I'm level.
okay. Well, we're almost there. We're gonna get there tomorrow.
I'm gonna vortex warp the bird onto the boat.
It's very far away because after a
Yeah.
few moments,
Okay.
you look, you see, oh, small bird. Continue traveling. 10 minutes pass. You look up. Swear to God, Jay. Swear to the goddesses, that bird is bigger than it was before. Hey, no mind this time, unless you choose
What?
to.
What?
30 minutes pass.
It's fucking Big Bird.
That bird is still there, and it's bigger.
Hey, so Chip, I'm not hallucinating, right?
As I'm just rowing, you see I'm just sweating like fucking crazy. Hallucinating what?
I mean, the bird, it's been there the entire time.
She's coming! She's coming!
Look up at the bird.
Actually, notice as Gillian is shouting that, this looks to be a bird to your perspective at the moment, right above you, growing exponentially larger, until you realize, before it's too late, that's a gargantuan bird descending on your fucking boat as it and begins to circle your little sailboat.
Take me!
Why?
This is a giant bird.
Jay, can you talk to birds? Is that a thing you can do?
No, it's not.
God damn it.
No, but I can. Let me at it.
Roll initiative.
I got a 2.
Of course you did.
16.
All right, I got a 21.
I've got disadvantage on ability checks. My speed is halved. I've got disadvantage on all my attacks and saves. I have half of my HP. That's my deal.
Holy shit.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm gonna talk to Chip. Do we fight this or do you want to run? I can distract it, and you can get Gillian out of here. Up to you.
Oh, man.
This is a really big bird.
Looks to be a mega hawk with like
That's a fucking mega hawk, Jay!
brown and white feathers. It's got like a purplish feathers towards its head and a golden beak. Its tail feathers spin out to be like this just black and gold kind of specks. Huge, large golden talons. It looks awesome and a disaster for the current
Chip?
predicament you guys are in.
Jay, what I'm about to say is the most serious fucking thing I've ever said in my life. Do I have your attention?
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
I want that bird!
Please distract the bird while I get him out of here.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll do my best.
Take me.
I think Gillian actually loves this fucking bird.
That is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. If I was to ever found a country, I would make this bird its symbol.
Okay, I'm gonna have to distract Gillian, I think. I've got an idea.
We all have our own problems, I guess.
I can't change my shape in any kind of way, but I want to disguise myself. Like I have like face paint like a bird, like bird paint, like face paint.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm hoping Gillian is just fucked up enough to think that
To
I'm
think
a bird.
you are a bird.
Dude, you have so many points of exhaustion, it's not that far out of the realm of possibility.
you make your face blue and you look at me and you go
And I have a-
macaw,
and I like-
and I go
and I like drop beak.
bird.
Yep. That's what I fucking do. That's what I
Okay,
do.
You know what? I'm gonna DM. Will you let me please roll insight on this? And if I get below a 10, which is super likely, I think he's a bird.
Sure.
Okay. I get a 3, which is funny because I rolled a natural 20 and a 2. I look at him and I go, bird!
Ah, come get me, Gillian.
That's your turn, Chip?
Yeah, I'm distracting Gillian and trying to keep the boat moving. And I look
Oh
at
my
Jay
God.
and I kind of nod.
Jay, you're up next. This is the
Yeah.
biggest bird you've ever seen in your fucking life, and you've hunted birds before, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
No, this is
This
a
bird,
little
you can
scary.
tell, it's hunting.
Yeah, and you see Jay kind of stand up in the boat, and she just like from her back, two wings kind of sprawl out as she kind of takes to the air.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I'm gonna hunter's mark the bird. So I like take to the air, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna give it a little tackle and like plant something on it for my hunter's mark, basically.
Okay.
And also to try to like make it focus on me.
Go ahead and roll. You can choose between persuasion or intimidation for having it focus on you, and I think your wings was your action.
Yes, wings was the action. 19.
That's your turn. Next up is the rock. Fuck.
The Rock?
Dwayne.
Dwayne!
With the flying boom on my. Anyways, it sees you sprout wings and take to the skies, and you rolled intimidation, and instead of circling, it stops midair and faces you. Almost as if it thinks you're also a bird hunting, and now you're going to compete for this prey.
Okay, so everyone's a bird except me right now. I need to find a way to be a bird and fast.
Well, Jay's a cool bird. I look like I went to the circus.
You look like a Party City bird.
Yeah.
It's still going to try and attack you,
That's fine.
but you've intimidated enough to where you're the biggest threat.
You're the biggest bird.
I am
You are the
big
biggest bird.
I am the
So-
big bird.
The 17 to hit for the first, it goes to bite you with its beak.
I'm going to cast shield.
So what's your AC now?
My AC would be 21 now.
It misses. It goes to bite towards your shoulders. The arcane shield appears, however, where you want to flavor it, and then it flaps its wings to get its talons level with your basically like your neck and your face, and it's gonna go and try and hit with that. Roll a natural 19. This is gonna beat the shield even with the AC 21. Take 21 points of slashing damage and become immediately grappled by its talons.
That's fine.
So you're restrained, which means you can't move, and its attacks will have advantage and yours have disadvantage.
That's also fine.
You know birds are kind of dumb. This one, no
Yeah.
exception.
Birds are not dumb.
Well, the stat block says otherwise.
Birds are cool.
That's his turn. Next up is going to be Killian.
Okay,
You're
so what
distracted by
do I?
bird.
Okay, all right, so I think he's a bird. So I can
You
I
think
can
Jay's
I
a bird, is
can I
everyone's a
help
bird.
or like everyone's a bird? Like what's going on in my head right now?
Dude, you're the character.
Okay. Yeah, I go to cast a spell to help Jay and take this thing out of the sky, and then I go, and I look over at you, and I go, a bird! And that's what I do with my...
Yes, Gillian, it's me, the bird. Is there any way that you could conceal us? Caw-caw.
I'm glad you asked, bird. Do you want fog or do you want illusion, bird?
Illusion. Caw-caw.
Yes, bird.
Wait,
And
can you do an illusion on the whole boat?
Oh, don't worry, bird. I've got an idea already, and I think you're gonna like it.
And I use
Okay.
minor illusion and turn myself into a bird.
No.
I finally have a family.
I look at Gillian
Yeah.
and I go, I slap him in the face.
You don't see Gillian, by the way. You do see a dodo.
I slap the fucking dodo.
Okay, you slap the dodo across the face.
Hide us, please. Hide us from the big bird. Please.
The dodo looks at you.
I slap it again. Gillian,
Gillian Scott's just a dodo
I'm
now.
begging you.
What is Chip's unarmed strike?
It wasn't meant to harm. There's no like physical damage in this, just like emotional damage.
Just bird slaps? Baby slaps?
All right, so the bird looks at me and says my name and says, hide us, right? Sweet.
Yes.
I never told you my name, bird.
I make myself Chip again.
Jay, you're up. What's the plan?
So Jay's kind of grappled by this rock right now, right?
Yeah, you're restrained, so can't move.
She's gonna like reach into her pocket, throw something down onto her foot, and kick it up to like try to make it land in front of her, just like either on her arm or something. And it's gonna kind of sprout up, and you'll see like the little fucking box flamethrower that she made.
Cool.
You know, animalistic instinct. You know, don't like fire. Fire bad.
Sorry about.
So therefore, fire good for me. And it sprays fire right into this rock's face.
All right, what's the rock got to roll for that?
Dex save.
I rolled an 8! What happens? How much damage is it?
It takes 2d8 on a failed save. Is the bird flammable?
Feathers are extremely flammable. I'd say it's pretty clever. How much damage did it do?
7 damage. And my goal is to either scare it off or to get it to let go of me.
Okay, so I'll say it does double damage, even though it doesn't have this weakness on the stat block. And
Cool.
it'll let go of you and take 14 points of fire damage. It like screams and fucking lets you go and flaps back a little bit. It looks at you, sees that you have the power of flames, flapping its wings. It looks at the fucking little sailboat.
Birds on it.
Dodo bird. Let me see
birds.
if it. I'll roll against the dodo bird.
Dodos are about to become extinct.
It got a 10. It thinks it's a dodo and a person. Jay, go ahead and roll another intimidation. I'll
Yeah.
roll against it. See what happens.
17.
Can I hear what the bird's voice is like as I look up towards it?
Row! Row! Row!
Huh.
It rolls lower. Enough success. I'll say this bird fucks off.
Bless.
And
Okay.
starts to fly higher up and away. It's fleeing. Do you guys chase?
I'm not gonna chase, no.
Is it more than 120 feet away?
What are you doing?
Actually, it gets 120 feet away immediately. It flies very fast.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's exactly how far it goes. Not more than. It's just 120 feet away.
Looking into Chip's eyes, what's the do I get? What do I get? Like, what does it look like you're meant to do?
I look down at my like arm and okay, so I saw Jay do the fire thing and it kind of started to fuck off. And then I look down at my arm and I see the like fire tattoos. Like you would see them start to light up just a little. And I look up at the bird and I look at Gillian. It's stupid, right? It's stupid, right? It's stupid, right? It's stupid, right?
The bird just looks back. It's stupid, right? It's stupid, right? It's stupid, right? Bird. I'm gonna make a roll real quick to see how fucking dumb I am.
What does the dodo do?
The dodo looks up and lets out a Dodoric shriek, and which, what does that mean? Who knows? And you see as around the dodo, the air starts to become static-like, and above the rock, a cloud begins to form, and the dodo calls lightning with a great dodo screech.
And does that reach 120 feet?
I just looked. It does. It's a 60-foot cone that can reach 120 feet, so it absolutely fucking hits this thing.
Wow.
And it has to make a dex save.
13.
Bird versus bird. All right, the bird takes 18 lightning damage.
Okay.
Bird. Use quick and spell strike it again with lightning.
Dude, we were so out of the fucking woods.
Yeah, we
were
were.
fine. We were
And
fine.
this would be dumb, wouldn't it? It would be.
15.
It takes 19 more lightning damage. Bird.
It's not that far away. It goes, "Meow." You can kind of hear it 120 feet away.
At the same time, Gillian and I could let out a bird-like screech, like a and you call the lightning, and I shoot a firebolt.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna make a case for us here. If I was this bird, I'd be more scared now that there's more fire and lightning hitting me.
We can eat the bird and gain its power.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay.
We need the XP. Bird.
9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. To hit a bird.
The bird that is fleeing.
I think we're bad. I think we're actually bad D&D players, like genuinely.
No, I know. But I roll it again.
Shoot the bird.
I rolled the same number.
Fuck, that sucks, dude. That's so bad.
Okay, that's it.
I rolled for it. It's not desperate enough to come back and attack you guys. Bird full on dips.
Feed me. I'm hungry. Feed me.
Jay, you have an extensive knowledge of birds thanks to your mother. You don't even have to roll for it. You notice there is probably another source of prey nearby. It picked the wrong one this time.
I think back to the orange pirate ship.
Not only that was the day before. It's probably like it's probably within range a few hours away. I don't know. But you could tell this bird,
Godspeed,
it
Mandarin.
was beefy. Like if it stayed and fought, it would have been really bad for Gillian.
No, exactly. That's why.
But you rolled 2 successful intimidation checks, and I kept rolling like single digits. This bird thinks you're the bigger bird. It's too dumb.
I also
It
have
fleed.
fire. I am Firebird. I am.
You did some damage, I guess, to help with the next victim. You land back in the sailboat and continue travel.
I stay in the illusion of a dodo.
Well, Dodo, roll your final Constitution saving throw.
Okay, if I okay, this will determine if I'm a dodo or if I'm a freaking dido. Let's see. 21 plus 2, 23.
Take a point of exhaustion.
Oh, yep. Yeah, at a random point in the night, the dodo does like a bird death animation, like a Pokemon death animation, goes meow, and then falls on the ground and dissipates, and it's literally just Gillian crumpled on the ground. His speed is now 0 and he can't move. Jay, is that you?
Yeah,
I can hear you, but I can't look at where you are.
Gillian, we're almost there. Okay,
Okay,
you're gonna be fine. I
okay,
think.
well,
Hopefully.
how close is almost? Because I think I'm on my last legs.
Couple hours tops. Just hold on, okay?
Okay.
Say this is just before the sun rises on the next day. Chip is asleep, getting his rest in. When he wakes up, you guys will be there.
He's definitely snoring annoyingly. He does that kind of thing. That's not a bit. That's just who he is.
It's just is it a honk shoe or is it a me?
It's like somebody starting a chainsaw, but it's just not happening.
You have terrible sleep apnea.
While we're there, can a fucking greater restoration maybe also help his terrible sleep apnea that he clearly has and refuses to get help about?
He needs a CPAP.
Who's Pap? When does he need to see Pap?
If you guys just grit your teeth through it and live through it, he would wake up very peacefully a little bit later.
The sun has risen. Chip will wake up naturally, and you have time if there's something you want to say.
Good morning, princess.
Good morning.
Hey. So, about Kuba Kenta.
What about Kuba Kenta? Is he here? Turn me around.
No, he's not here. I went to the library to try to figure out curses. And,
Oh, you got a face like this is gonna be bad.
well, it was never, like, outside the realm of possibility, right? I mean, the Navy would have access to revival magic, but... Kuba Kenta doesn't need that, necessarily.
He has been saying he'll be back in all of my dreams all the time.
Because he's dead entirely, right? Because he's just
No,
gone?
because he's some sort of, like, immortal fiend.
Chip just kind of like fucking throws his hands up. Great.
So,
That's awesome.
what
Awesome.
I'm trying to say, I guess, is, we can't just figure out a one-time solution for this. This could happen again.
Yeah.
We need something that we can do whenever we need to.
Do they have like a curse immunity spell that you guys can use?
That would run him out of business, I think. But that would be pretty cool.
Maybe not a spell, but maybe, in the wide world of mana, there's
Like an ointment?
like magical items or ointments. Yeah, sure.
Ointments.
I just think we need to be cautious if we ever cross paths again.
I agree. This is, guys, gang, I'll be honest, this hasn't been great.
Yeah, I had the nightmares too there.
Yeah. I had a bad one last night. You were a bird.
That was real.
How?
Killian, what happened in that nightmare that was so bad?
I'll be honest. If there's no one here that can help with this, I think I'm done for. And I'm just saying it like it is. And I don't want one of the last things we talk about to be how I
Don't.
watched you vividly get disintegrated, so I think I'd rather it be just a fun Riptide Pirates adventure. And, just in case I'm past the point already, I mean, I kind of can't move. You guys are the best thing that ever happened to me. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Jay would look. She'd be a little silent. And even just like a small glance at her face as she's kind of feeling like a little bit of the pressure of hoping she didn't bring us on the wrong path here.
Chip, I can't move, but I think if you can just reach into my pocket, you can amend it and finally add you to my will. You weren't on there. But
You're such an asshole. Yeah, I'll write it in. What can I get on this will here? What am I looking at? You got any fish stocks? Any assets?
all the pants
The pants?
are yours.
I
No
thought
fish.
the pants were a joint ownership thing.
Well, my pants stock can go to you. I know how much you love those
Okay.
pants, and
So if you die, what goes on with that deal with your sister? How does that happen? How does that work?
Really, Chip?
I've changed my mind.
Just
Gillian
kidding.
looks
I'm
at
kidding,
Gillian
man.
looks at the rising sun. I'm going to live.
Yes, you are.
Destiny's blade is like, that's the spirit.
Erase the thing about the pants. I'm just kidding. You can keep it. Really, I think this is the most special thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys know you're not just the best thing that ever happened to me, but maybe like, God, sometimes it feels like the only good thing that ever happened to me. You know, the only thing that didn't get ripped away tragically. For now.
Oh, you've got a lot going on for you, Chip. I just think you're scared to see it sometimes.
We won't let you die, man.
Thanks, but yeah, I guess if anyone has any honest questions they want to ask, I'll hit you with it, in case this is like my final day ever. And maybe you guys could weekend at Bernie's me one more time if it all goes south.
Well, funny questions or real questions?
Whatever. Shoot, we've got some time to kill, right?
All right, Jay, what do you got?
You don't have to. I feel like often people
What was...
like die without telling you like some piece of information that you've always wanted to know. So I wanted to put it out there because you don't have to ask me anything.
I mean, what was...
You can
life
ask me
like?
my favorite color or anything.
Yeah, and also your favorite color. I really want to know that. 'Cause it feels
I
like
just
something
thought
I
it was
should know.
blue. Is it not blue?
Brown.
What?
I mean, what are things like in the Undersea?
That's a good question.
We've heard obviously some stuff about, elders and prophecies, but I don't think we've ever really heard about what things were like just generally normally on a normal day.
Well, when people talk about the Undersea, I think they usually mean the capital or any of the cities or outposts, but really there's more there than I know, than the elders know. It's a vast abyss of magic and wonder and some pretty big, scary shit too, but more than that, it's a cycle. It's an ecosystem. And some parts of it have developed to a point where we have things like societies and business and law and all that stuff, but not all of it is there. And it's pretty intense down there.
Intense like how?
Well, there's a lot of rules, because otherwise you'll be eaten by like a big squid, probably.
Yeah, one of those like Leviathan kind of things.
Pretty, yeah.
Yeah,
The Leviathans are sick. They're chill like that. Honestly, if I got eaten by a Leviathan, that would be hype as hell. I wouldn't want to go another way. We worship them. I mean, they are simultaneously at the top of the food chain and kind of the food chain itself. So, yeah. I hope you guys get to meet one. I'm honestly a little bummed thinking back at it that we didn't get to meet Pelagus, but I wanted to make sure
he
you
was,
both were
like,
okay.
right there.
What about Dugon? Does Dugon count?
Dugon counts to me. I want you to know I would bump my chest right now if I could move. Dugon's hype,
Yeah,
and I know he'll
that's
be
your
there.
boy.
He'll be there at my funeral. If I die, he'll be there.
What kind of funeral would you want?
I mean, maybe we could feed you to a Leviathan.
Feet, Jay. I want you to build me a ship that looks like a bird, and then sail it into the maw of a Leviathan and watch as I am consumed and return to the great world of mana.
Wow.
That's what I want.
That's awesome. Okay. If I die, can you guys like cremate me and put me in an urn, and then like just kind of carry me
Sounds-
around and
What?
make it? No, do like those situations where it's really awkward and somebody's like, "Oh, what's that?" and you go, "Oh, that's our friend Chip," and they're
So
like,
you-
"Whoa," you know what I mean? Like, just put me in as many awkward situations as you can.
Put your cremated remains in as many weird situations.
Pretty much.
Will
I just
do.
think it'd be funny.
Making a mental note of that.
Okay.
What about you, Jay? What how do you want to die?
What's that? Like,
Well,
you just
I don't-
make it sound like
I
it's
don't know how I want
fucked
to
up.
die, but I think, you
Well,
know,
like, what do you want us to do after you die? More like,
I don't know, if I ever die, I guess I think I want to come back home one more time and be around, the place, the people I love. Even
before
if
you die or
I'm
like
not
after
there.
you die?
No, after I die. If I'm buried or ashes spread, whatever might happen.
You can spread ashes, probably.
Destiny's Blade chimes in in your head, Gillian, because
Destiny's Blade, can you die?
there are actually, this is like a rare moment where there are not very many NPCs around, but you
Yeah.
hear in your head, I kind of remember how I died. A glorious giant battle.
Wait, what?
I vaguely, memories return slow. I had a life before I was connected to yours. I know I was a warrior. I know I died in a battle underneath a unbelievably sized tree. One where its branches covered the sky.
That's sounds pretty beautiful. Sorry,
I
though.
must have lost. I died.
Yeah, sorry.
Ha ha ha
sorry.
ha.
So okay, it's weird. Hey, Destiny's Blade, do you have like a speaker mode? Because sometimes you say stuff that's pretty funny, and I want the other two to hear it. Or is that like, do we need to wait for you to evolve again to unlock speakerphone?
That was a one-time deal when we made our.
So no speaker.
No.
Alright. Destiny's Blade says it died under a big tree where the branches covered the sky in a big battle, which sounds pretty cool. Destiny's Blade, I told them that you had a really cool death.
A history check or something? Or like,
Oh, dying and getting put in a sword. That's really cool.
Yeah, man, you lucked out. Do you remember what it was like? You were another sword before. What was that like?
Ask him if he can leave next.
I think perhaps there is a line of us. We all had a destiny. Perhaps we all failed. But we couldn't give up. So now it's your turn. We will sever fate.
Wait, so if I die, am I gonna be a sword?
I'd say it'd be on brand, but I'm not a fortune teller.
No, that sounds cool. Hey, do you remember feeling like chosen or anything while you were alive?
The DM can roll for it.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna be a sword.
Natural one. Can't recall. Don't know my name. Don't know anything.
We'll figure it out. Because referring to you as Destiny's Blade does feel a bit weird now that I know that you really had something else going.
Pay it no mind.
Okay, well,
These flashes of memory are recent.
if you ever even get so much as a letter, just let me know. We can just call you DB for now, too.
Gillian, do you have anything you want to ask? I mean, about, Overworld,
y-
us,
yeah.
goes both way.
Okay. Let me think of my final questions on this mortal plane.
We probably have like one or two questions, maybe.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep it to one or two questions.
Please don't ask about that. Please don't ask about the fire. Please don't ask about the fire. Please don't ask about the fire.
What's that, Chip?
That was in my head. You couldn't hear that.
What's on your wrist?
They are on. They are on. He heard that.
Don't ask what about the fire?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I just wanted to ask you about the fire. What fire?
Which fire?
I don't know.
Look at,
Should I ask?
I look at Jay.
Jay, what fire?
No, I think I'm just as lost as.
Did Gillian just peek into Chip's subconscious thoughts?
I wouldn't know about it. Just I'm talking about the place that they went to burn down.
Jay would be so exhausted that she wouldn't even make that connection.
Okay. Chip. Something I've always wanted to know about you,
Okay.
but I've always been too scared to ask. What's your favorite flavor?
Look, really, man? What do you? You built it up like it was something. I don't know. I like
Yes, you do.
raspberry, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
like raspberry cookies, like those like cookies that they like make the hole in the middle and they put the jam in it. You know what I'm talking about? Do they have those? You guys have cookies?
What's a raspberry?
Okay.
Sounds good though. These are the kinds of things I want to be thinking about when if I beef it, it's not all the dark stuff, all the burning questions. It's the fact that you liked raspberry cookies. I never knew. Jay,
Yeah.
I got something I want to ask you too.
Favorite flavor?
What? No. That's ridiculous.
You guys suck.
Favorite animal?
It's me. Just
Two.
fucking kidding. That'd be crazy.
Dude, when you said
Guys,
random encounter, I genuinely had a fear that it was going to be
I see
him.
the light. I see it. I'm going to him.
Yeah, but you wouldn't expect a mandarin.
No, that was insane.
It's funny maybe with old like the bird stuff with myself. You think that it'd be some kind of bird, right?
You would.
Yeah. But no, it's like raccoons are kind of funny little guys.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
That's actually like no, that's like a cool answer. I like raccoons.
That's a great answer. Okay.
They don't carry rabies in this world.
That's so awesome.
They I don't know what they are, but they sound scrungly, and I'd love to meet one.
They're scrungly. That's a good
Okay.
word for it. We should start
All
using
right.
that word more.
They're about as common as dogs, we'll say.
My favorite animal is fish, and my favorite flavor is salt, and now I am ready to die.
Okay, well maybe not yet.
Jay, how much longer?
It's right. We're pulling into the dock right now.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Yeah. Who gives you the power? So you're pulling into the dock right now.
I just assume.
Wait a second. Guys, we could just say that the whole time and it just worked. Oh my god.
You begin to come up on, not noticeable from where you guys are, but it's vaguely shaped on the maps as a feather. There's the much larger kingdom, Quill Kingdom, on the much larger curved landmass, the capital of Feather Island, or Featherbrook. And you pull into the docks to Kiwi Village, your hometown, outside, only connected to the kingdom by a bridge, where the backdrop transitions into those forested cliffs, the bluffs, as you know. And you start heading down that dusty trail that leads into the heart of the village and towards the Eagle's Den, or as you know, the Den, your family's tavern.
Can you make me look a little more presentable for your mom?
Takes a bit because you're dragging Gillian together, so.
I'm covered in dirt and bird shit and ooze.
yo, I don't know if that's what we gotta worry about right now.
I think actually this will help our case if you look like shit and dying.
Okay. All right. You know your mother best. All right. Roll me around a little more then.
No, this is fine.
Roll me down the hill.
we would carry him.
It's a quaint village. People, are either outside their small little hovel homes, gardening, or just very few people just, walking on the street. A lot of the activity seems to be bustling around the Eagle's Den, and you notice that the door is wide open, people coming in and out of that bowl-shaped exterior that resembles the head of an eagle, meaning as soon as you guys step up to the entrance, you're stepping up its beak, its open beak to enter. And you can already hear and see, Gillian, you kind of look up, you're getting dangled a little bit. People are just sort of
Yeah.
passing by. Some
Sort
people
of
take
moving their
notice
head.
and they like wide eye, but like, whatever. And you hear the different birds, the plethora of birds, described as a cacophony of chirping around this interior of the bar. Lush plants in the windows of the interior, and a bunch of patrons right now enjoying their afternoon drinks and meals. As soon as you walk to the entrance, Jay, Chip, Gillian, you hear
I
a
hope this wasn't a bad time to show up.
you hear a which sounds like a crashing of a waiter's, tray with different dishes and the likes. And as soon as you walk in, you see that your mother, uncharacteristically, is not only working and serving the place by herself, but she just dropped the tray of someone's food and drinks, and they sort of stand up and they rush to her side as she stands up, like hurriedly puts her fingers onto her temples in this very frustrated manner. And the person who says, "May, it's all right, it's all right. This is like the second time today. Do you need to slow down? Why don't you hire an assistant?" She's like, "No, I got it. I'm fine. It's just, accidents have been happening right lately." And she looks over and clocks the three of you. And at first she sees you, her face lights up. Her eyes travel to Gillian.
Hi, Jay's mom.
Judging by like the grim look on Jay's face, a mother would be able to read it very, very easily. She'd probably like drag Gillian to the back and like
Yeah, that's actually the only description I needed just to see what she sees. And she does a really loud, almost like bird sounding whistle. And all of these birds start
Word.
flying in unison together around into the tier. She goes, "Everybody out!" And other people are like, "Okay." She's like, "That's it. We're closed for today." And she starts ushering people out of the room as you start ushering Gillian into the inside, and people start breaking. You see a few faces you recognize from your childhood, a few that you don't, and people sort of barrel out of this interior as the door shuts behind them.
I would
and
like to be standing by the door, and as people are going out, and just kind of saying, "You heard the lady. Hit the bricks, buddy. Get out of here. No time for you. You've had enough."
She hops into caretaker mode immediately. She says, "Bring him onto the table." And you guys just clear off someone's table, just kind of using her arm to shove the plates and the tankers off and onto the floor as they clink. And you guys just sort of lift them up
Yeah.
onto one of the center tables in the room.
Hey, I just want to say I got off on the wrong foot with your husband, but I want to let you know that my name is Gillian Tidestrider.
you'll save your energy.
Okay.
As he's talking, the rune is just like gushing out of it. She just like puts her hand on your mouth. She looks at you, Jay. "It's good to see you, JJ. What is going on?
It's good to see you too.
Who is this and why is he dying?"
Yeah, I need your help.
What's going on? Talk to me.
You know Kuba Kenta, right? Dad's coworker.
I've heard and I read a little bit in your letter.
We killed him.
Well, no, he's not dead. He can't die. I just talked about this.
Hey, you young man, she starts talking to you, Gillian. I need you to sit still and try not to talk much.
Gillian, please.
You are expediting the process of whatever this wound is festering.
Anyway, bad encounter with that guy. Gillian got scratched right across the chest. You can see it there. And it is cursed. He's cursed. And
Yeah. There's like a variety of them too. It's not just
Yeah,
the
it's a
chest.
few of them. But the chest is like the biggest one, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, she walks over quickly, hurriedly. Keep explaining.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we were in Zero in Canola, and this seemed like the only option.
She rushes over to the windowsill. She grabs a few potted plants as you're trying to explain. She sets them on each side of Gillian's torso, and she just begins to, almost like she's guiding both stems of these saplings up and out as they continue to grow, and they wrap around Gillian's chest.
I don't know. I just can you help him at all?
My, JJ. This is well, I don't know. This is nothing I've seen in my day.
Really, Dad's never come home with little cat scratch or anything? And
Your dad
nightmares?
barely comes home. And I don't think the goddesses could kill your father. That aside, this is
We'll see about that. Oh, I look up at Jay.
I cover his mouth. I cover his mouth.
yeah. She had uncovered it to do, and she says, I think I can. I'm going to need something. Components.
Anything.
Do you? She looks at you guys just stumbling on here from your little sailboat. Do you happen to have diamonds? Or diamonds that have been ground up into diamond dust?
Oh, do I have anything that would have diamonds? Can I propose something? I have a captain's ring. Would there be any gems on that?
Captain's ring.
I would like to propose using, if there is perchance a diamond in the captain's ring, I would like to propose using that and getting rid of the magic associated with it.
I will say that this will not work for the purposes.
Okay.
Looking for diamonds worth about a certain amount. They can be whole diamonds or already ground up in dust, but she's going to make them dust either way.
Mm-hmm.
Or a gem of equivalent worth value.
Sure, there's like a jeweler around, some kind of.
I think I have a pearlescent orb that I bought for like 2 silver. Is this anything? That walnut I hate. was that anything? Was that a gem, or was it just like a gold walnut?
At this point, Gillian, the walnut's been having a really difficult time digesting.
Okay.
Whatever it is, whatever the mystery is.
Yeah.
You're not going to find out what that walnut's up to yet.
Well, there may already be some rare components inside me.
I mean, surely somebody on this island has something, right?
We can procure diamonds from the capital. It will be a day's trip.
Guys, I don't feel like I have a day. Just a heads up. But I can. I can maybe find a way to hang in there. Maybe.
I don't.
Maybe.
I can try and find another way. What else do you need?
That's it, really. Diamonds.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fancy magician who can do it without these things.
No, it's okay. We appreciate it. I know we just met again. It's nice to see you again. Would you mind if I just have a quick sidebar with your daughter? And I put my arm around Jay and I walk over. Who can we steal from?
I mean, like maybe the bandits in the mountains have gems.
My God, yes. Do you think they're still there?
Maybe, or like maybe they left gems.
Does your mom go by Farron? Is that her? Is that her
May,
full last
name's
name?
May, and yes, it's Farron.
Okay. May, do you know if those bandits are still around? The ones in the mountain?
They are less active.
But
If
around
they are around.
generally?
I mean, if you're telling me that this... Sorry, what is your name? She speaking to you, Gil? She gets your name, I'm assuming.
Gillian.
If Gillian doesn't have much time, you will waste it by going after the bandits. It will be faster just to go into town.
Little question. Remember when Felipe drew from the deck of many things and he summoned a pile of gold and gems, and we took some of those gold and gems and I probably put some in my personal coffers? I'm pretty, because I have
On the
200
ship.
platinum, and I surely didn't get that just from the loan, because I'm pretty sure that was entirely on Chip and Gillian. I didn't take any of that money.
I'm gonna have to roll to see if you luckily have one of the diamonds in your pocket. at
Let's
the
just
moment.
find out, right? Hey Chip, sidebar. If I don't find this gem in my pocket right now, let's go steal some wedding rings.
We might just have to go into town.
You look at her, she doesn't like that proposition. She totally recognizes that Gil is on his last legs. Here's another thing. The handheld mirror of life trapping has gems in the picture. So maybe that.
I think it's a nat 20 situation where there's like a super low chance that it's possible.
You do have the blessed dice.
I do have the luck, but I don't know if it's gonna come in. It's 10. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have a diamond. You do have speed. You do have wings. What do you want to do?
How far away is?
You've got a few
so you
hours till
said
sundown.
capital is where I'd have to go for gems.
We'll just do rolls to see how you acquire them,
Yeah.
and we'll do rolls to see if you make it back in time.
I want to talk to May.
Yes.
Is there anything you can do to just keep
course,
him
I'm-
alive a little longer?
Doing it right now, yes. Of course.
My
My dad is not going to heal this curse. We need the diamonds for that.
As long as when we get back, it won't be too late.
We'll certainly hope not.
How far of a travel is it to the capital from here?
By normal means, like walking, definitely it's going to be a few hours round trip. But if you guys have other means of getting there and back, it will be faster.
Are there any horses nearby?
Wait, I set up. It's time.
What?
Oh no. Who needs an ocean? Who needs a lake? Who needs a pond when you have
A fucking puddle. And I am going to start giving birth.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay,
the last thing you do before you die is give birth?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hold my hands out, and I start to summon Puddle, and I look at Jay, and I look at Chip, and you see as this clump of water starts to rise out of the ground, and it starts to take a different shape this time. You see as at first it's a horse, but water is malleable, and water flows and water changes, and you see as it starts to fatten a little and sort of become a little stouter, and you see as almost it looks like hair and stripes of different textures, and you see it turns into a raccoon, a giant raccoon.
Okay.
Jay,
I appreciate the
If
gesture.
if I expire, I want you to have Puddle, but he's a raccoon.
We could have used a horse and got there faster.
Somewhere in a different scene, the couple
I hope
falls.
that couple wasn't using Puddle for anything. Puddle has lived since time is destroyed. Puddle has lived like 5 years with this couple. He's like this fucking beautiful stallion. He's got like a wife. He's like Spirit. Like he's finally free. They like let him go. They let him go. He runs off. He's finally free. The song starts playing. He gets immediately summoned into a plane and turns into a raccoon.
The raccoon of puddle version, raccoon version, he appears.
Surely it moves just as fast as a horse, all right? Like,
Yes, it does. It's just horse stats, but it looks like a raccoon.
Okay,
but
cool.
it's also made of water. Yeah.
Well, you sure are full of surprises.
That was actually my last surprise, and my only other surprise that I could do after that is dying, which I hope I don't.
let's hold on to that for a bit. We're gonna get going right now. Right now. Let's go, Puddle.
All right, you hop on.
I will not be so easily tamed. This raccoon rears up. You guys get on Puddle. It's warhorse stats. Let me see if I can.
60 feet per second.
60 feet
per
speed. So it can run 120 feet if it's dashing.
Oh, it's dashing. Already.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try and become really good friends with Jay's mom before I die.
This is her first time meeting an undersea person, she tells you, and she inquires about life under the sea and how you breathe on land, and she's just very open to hearing about all the history and stuff. Whatever you want to tell her.
Yep. I tell her all about it. I
She
ask
keeps
her
you
about.
company as if you're not dying.
That's nice. I ask her how birds work. I say I really like birds. I ask her if I can have a bird.
So all I need you guys to tell me, you enter a kingdom is surrounded by walls, and so you have to approach what is open right now, more like a portcullis, one of those metal gates that rise and close depending on the time of day or depending on the danger. It's open now because it's still midday. What is the plan to acquire? Are you buying diamonds or are you stealing diamonds?
I'm not wasting any time
like-
hunting for people or thieving. We're gonna go by, I think.
I'd like to. Well, the thing is, I'd like to go into a place where you would buy, and I'd like to steal.
Chip's gonna steal and Jay's gonna buy?
Yeah, I'll be like backup by.
I'll
I
tell Jay to buy something small and keep the guy distracted while I
Chip,
steal.
are you sure if we get caught here, there's no saying if we'll make it back in time? It's a
We
risk.
got this.
Okay.
So I would sneakily grab like.
Also, I
bunch of
totally would have
diamonds.
inquired how much, like, worth she needs before we left.
Yeah, you know it's 100 gold worth.
Oh, I would have grabbed. I'm gonna grab so much worth. I'm gonna grab so much worth. I'm taking more than that.
You know, Chip said not to buy a ton. I'm still buying 100 gold worth.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Okay. 25. I'd like to just take double what we need, pretty much.
Easy enough. The two of you acquire 200 gold's worth of diamonds.
It'd be 300 because he's
Yeah, it would
getting
be 300
200.
gold worth.
And I bought 100.
She's buying.
So 25 actually, because of the nature of this shop, just barely succeeds.
Wow.
Very skillful thievery. Just need to point it out. And it is I'm pretty sure it's just a few diamonds, but it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It fits in a bag and you guys head off.
We rush out.
Okay. Have Puddle roll dex for me.
Oh, fuck.
Unless it runs based on strength.
It's got high strength and low dex, so
Just do strength, yeah. Roll strength.
yeah, I feel it makes sense for athletics for a warhorse, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god, damn it. All right, I rolled a 4 plus 4 is 8.
That's not great.
Why'd I make this thing a fucking raccoon?
Why did you make it a raccoon? You ruined its life.
What's Jay's flying speed?
60. So if
Total?
I dash, I could do 120.
Would probably get as far as we could on Puddle, and I would tell Jay to fly on her own, and I'll catch up.
Okay. Yeah.
If Puddle could not go 120.
Both of you would feel antsy either way that Puddle's like taking longer than you expected. By the time you're out of the kingdom and back onto the trail into the village, it's nighttime, yeah.
Then I'd tell Jay to fly, yeah.
And I fly 120 feet.
You're flying. You'll arrive when you do.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
You guys went as fast as possible. So, speaking of Gillian, you're in this bar. As it's nighttime, it's only lit by the lanterns and torchlight, just candlelight and the like. And it just, over time, feels like you're getting sleepier and weaker.
Yeah.
But May talks to you the whole time, brings a cold rag for your forehead, and these vines comfort the pain similar to medicine. So you're not hurting, it's relaxed, but you're so tired. And it's so hard to keep from slipping, just to rest for a moment. At a point, she sees you begin to close your eyes, and you hear her cast a spell. And her voice is muffled as she tries to, get in front of your face and wave to keep you up. I just need you, right now,
Oh, no.
Oh god.
Oh no.
with whatever spell she casts. It'll be a straight roll. Kind of like a sanctuary, not the sanctuary spell. But she's aiding.
What do I gotta roll, DM?
I'm gonna say, sticking on brand with the episode, just roll a con save.
Okay. I think the last thing I do before I make this roll, I use all of the rest of my spell points. I had 6 left, and I cast Enhance Ability to get advantage on Constitution checks. And you just see as there's this one final surge of this magic through Gillian, that seems to be trying to revitalize him, just this golden light from his center. She's casting this spell on him. Can I be honest? I really want to roll this physical. Just
It's
for
fine, yeah.
Can you guys blow on it?
I'll have you DM me the number.
Okay, cool. Now this is the dice that rolled, I think, 4 nat ones today in PT.
Yeah. I'm going to close my eyes. I don't even want to see your reaction.
All right.
I don't
Okay,
wanna
I
see
have
your
inspiration. This con thing gives me advantage, so it goes from flat to advantage. So I get this with advantage. The first roll, I have. Okay, the second roll I have, I'm gonna DM Grizzly,
The first highest roll.
and I'm gonna use inspiration
Oh no.
to roll again, just in case. That's the.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Jay, you land at the door, rush in. Your mother quickly beckons for whatever, the diamonds.
Yeah, I run and like, would she have like a mortar and pestle?
She immediately runs behind the bar.
Yeah.
With it?
Yeah, I would.
If you want to help, you can.
Yeah, help her with it however I can. I'm not too late, am I? She's like exhausted. She's been flying and running her heart out probably for the last God knows how long.
Your mother stays focused and calm. She grinds it up. She takes over to Gillian quickly with you, and she begins to just sprinkle it around in the soil of the plants that is wrapped around his wound. You notice Gillian's eyes are shut. She casts it anyways. It's a very soft, golden glow that transfers from her into the plants and wraps around the wound. And the plants slowly unwind, and the wound is no longer bubbling.
God, that could mean anything.
And there's a moment of stillness.
Jay is literally just waiting with bated breath.
I'm still on the raccoon.
Chip arrives during this tense silence, rushes through the door. May and Jay standing above Gillian, waiting for any movement.
So what's going on?
And then you hear him begin to snore.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my God. Oh my God, okay. I give my mom a hug.
I walk over. This is a bar, right?
Yeah.
I walk over, I get a bottle from the top motherfucking shelf, take a big swig, and I slam it down. Fucking.
Mom returns the hug.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I didn't know what to do.
Of course. And then she stumbles a bit in your arms. She quickly begins to try to sit down.
Are you okay? I mean,
Yeah, it just took a minute. It took a bit out of me.
yeah.
And then she stumbles harder and kind of collapses.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh god.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
No! What the fuck?
Worst day ever.
Well, thanks for listening, dickheads. Find out what I rolled on this episode of Just Rolled With It. Catch us next time where I don't have to play the fucking I was just thinking to myself, dear God, what class is the fucking raccoon gonna be when Gillian dies? And we'll talk about that on Just Rolled With It. Bird you later.
Hello, it is I, Charlie Slimesicle, here to thank all of our wonderful benevolent patrons for pledging to the show. Now is the part where I shout out all the $50 high roller patrons. So if you wish to hear your name, please head over to patreon.com/JRWI show and become a high roller patron today and gain access to so many little bits and bobs. So much content, you'll go. Grah! Thank you, Moonbeast fan, Agar Steeljaw, Alderic, a pirate with gout. Sorry, man. Baka 7, Bazozo, Bazinka's evil brother, Beans, Big Blue Bear Boy, Bisley's Burger, Bloke Fiari, Bloop Blamp Blop, Bosco's, Bumpusket, Buttery Toast, Cal's The Folded Pizza Zone, Captain Lafayette, Sarazaku, Charlie Darling Songbird,
Chilean Vibe Strider. Yeah.
Kojowo, Cornier Comet, Krobins, Dapper, Daxy Boy, Deathclaw, Elvish Cyborg, EMT3, Erica Moon, Unioia, Lune, Fly Guy, Funny Hats Incorporated,
Gillian's Biggest Fact.
Hollow-Headed. I love you guys so much. I am in your walls. I'm What? I'm butt-flusting. It's Savannah. It's Kuffer Threesh. Jade's 2604. Jay Newell. Joey Madness. John or Michael ask Bisley. Bisley?
Yeah?
Is this guy John or Michael?
Bisley!
Okay, weird. Jordan Darling. JRWI Enjoyer. Cadus Betas. Kev Senpai. Lord Ticklefish. Luke Ranboo. Man-Made Imp. Me Forever, mate. Mitchell Iverson. Mithril Gear 417. Mr. Nacho. Mr. Doble. Mr. C. Narwhal Shellfish. Non-Ex-Lodal. Nova Sync. Red Sus. Over Paradise. Riker Kurotu. Sandy 007. Sorcerer Punk. Spin Yaks. Sweet Cacti. Sylve Soul. Teeny Ghosts. The Awesome Man. Vapor. Wild James. Willustrator. And Zerberus. Thank you all so much for your continued support, and I and the other boys will see you on the next episode of Just Roll With It. Bye.